This could be my hardest week as an Arsenal fan and also um, a content creator. It should be my hardest week because look, a lot of news is coming in, and I don't know what to trust. But look, we're gonna speak about Houssem Aouar. Main reports saying it's a very close deal. I do not 100% trust the reports. I do not 100% trust Todofi judges, but they have said something that all of us need to hear at the moment. At the moment when we have not signed in anyone, they are saying we are very close. We are in advanced talks with Lyon to get in Houssem Aouar. His contract has already been made and offered, and the deal could be agreed between 30 million euros and 40 million euros. We're gonna discuss that and more. Please do smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you join the conversation in the comments below, and of course bet with 1xbet. They bring me a lot of support, and then I bring you the content and the videos. So make sure if you use 1xbet, if you visit their website by clicking on the link in the description, you use Cossy Media as your promo code, you'll get bonuses. You'll get 200% welcome bonus on your first deposit. You'll win up to $130 on your first deposit, and you could win prizes and prizes and prizes, including smartphones, smart TVs, and many other things. And one thing you needed me afraid of them is they are very genuine. You win your money, whether it's 100 million, whether it's 200 million, you win your money. They're gonna give you money without a doubt. Honestly, they will pay you without a doubt. Betting is not allowed for ages under 18 years of age, and of course we are getting into it. So Todofi judges, reports from Spain and France have said something interesting. So let us look at the reports. We shall start off with Todofi judges, who have said negotiations between Arsenal and Lyon for Houssem Aouar are very advanced, with Arsenal set to sign the Frenchman for 35 million euros. And obviously this is according to London Highbury, and they're saying according to reports from Spain, you can see the flags, Spain and France, Arsenal and Lyon are in very advanced negotiations for the signing of Houssem Aouar. The player is set to command a fee in the region of 30 million euros. So like you can see, two reports reporting about the same thing, very different very different prices, very different valuations of the player, but the same report. That is one of the reasons as to why I've decided to pick up the report. They are reporting about the same thing, that we are in advanced talks, we are in advanced negotiations, we are in advanced stages, in negotiating the deal between Lyon and Arsenal. Now it was let me just be very clear. I think it was around 4 days ago. If you follow the channel, we did talk about Houssem Aouar, and what we said was at the moment, at the moment back then, what Arsenal had done was they had offered the player a 4-year contract with 100k per week in it, and of course they were preparing an official bid to Lyon. We didn't know, and nobody has actually spoken about this, that Arsenal have been in talks for this long. Nobody has said that Arsenal have been talking to Lyon. It has been not anywhere close. Actually, many reports had reported that the interest from Arsenal, from Arsenal for Houssem Aouar is actually cut. Our priorities were Camavinga, Bissouma, and the likes of Albert Sambi Lokonga. For Lokonga, don't talk about that. We're gonna sign him this week. It's gonna be our first signing. But I expected more and more energy in the signing of Eduardo Camavinga and the signing of Yavis Bissouma, because if you look at what Houssem Aouar gives you in that area, almost very similar, almost very close to what Eduardo Camavinga gives you. What Camavinga has as a player is he has that interception rate and he has that dribbling rate, and he has that it's not really interception, but it's kind of and the tackle, and his tackle success rate is a little bit higher than any other player we've been linked with, apart from Yevis Bissouma, because he's a class apart. For Houssem Aouar, you're buying a player in the same area but with a very, very different kind of skill set. And like Romano was saying, Arsenal in that area to replace Granit Xhaka, they're looking for someone who has a very different kind of skill set. They're looking for someone who has a better a richer Arsenal in terms of skills and terms of weapons than Thomas Partey. And this is where it goes down, and this is where it comes down. It is Houssem Aouar and Edouard Camavinga. So who will we sign? Will it be Edouard Camavinga? Will it be Houssem Aouar? Who do you want? Do you want Aouar? Do you want Edouard Camavinga? Because if you look at Camavinga and his Arsenal, what he has in store, it's amazing. It's amazing. 100%. I'll take him. Look, I don't say this because I'm an Arsenal fan. You know me on my channel. If you've been following me, I'm not deluded. If a player is not good enough, you say no, I'll say, you know what, not good enough, I won't take this player. That is it, not good enough. But if a player is good enough, and I would take them, into consideration, I'm gonna say, you know what, I take him into consideration. Let us see what he has to offer at this football club. So for Camavinga, 100%, I take him. But Houssem Aouar as a player, and let us forget all the trolls on Twitter and the negative-minded people on Facebook who've been abusing Houssem Aouar. This guy is super good. This guy is talented. This guy is what Arsenal is looking for. If it's a woman, it's the kind of woman they say, that is what you've been looking for. So this is what we've been looking for, Houssem Aouar. If you have Thomas Partey in that midfield, because what Partey can give you is exceptionally much in terms of athleticism in that midfield, and in terms of that stumbling block, and in terms of being that player that gives the shield to the back four. But what Houssem Aouar gives you is that ability to play with Thomas Partey, because Houssem Aouar is left-handed, so left-footed. So what he gives you is the ability to play with Thomas Partey in that pivot without collision, and that is what we want. We want two players in the same area by giving us something different. It's something like playing Emile Smith-Rowe and Martin Odegaard. Everybody's gonna shout, Cossy, Mikel Arteta, those are two number 10s. He's wasting. It's not wasting. You have two number 10s who are playing and giving you everything different. Emile Smith-Rowe, very good at running with the ball, very good at passing that ball and going into the wings and stretching play. That is, his good side. He's always gonna be in the penalty area. Good about him. That is so good about him. Martin Odegaard is a game controller. Totally different from Emile Smith-Rowe. What Emile Smith-Rowe gives you is so different from what Odegaard gives you. So with Partey and Aouar, I think just like a centre-back partnership or a centre-back pairing, the issue of complementarity is very, very key. I mean, it's not all about centre-backs. It's also about strikers. I remember Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, after beating Manchester United, I think it was 6-1 at the beginning of last season, they were asked, Heung-min Son was asked, what is the secret? And he says, the moment Kane gets the ball, I know he's gonna release it, and I know when he's gonna release it, and I know the place he's gonna release it at, and I know the place he's gonna release it in, so I'm always there on time. So the complementarity, that ability to understand each other, that ability to to coexist and help each other is very, very good in a partnership. I think Houssem Aouar will give it to Thomas Partey. What Partey doesn't have, and I think he will miss it in Houssem Aouar as well, is the ability to intercept and tackle. I think Partey is very good at interceptions, but and tackling. But you need a player who has, who's a little bit, better, or at least at the same level as Thomas Partey in terms of tackling, and tackling and dribbling and ball distribution and interception. So that is where you miss a player like like Yevis Bissouma, because Bissouma strictly his game is focused at tackling, tackling and interceptions. That is where he's focused. For Houssem, Aouar, dribbling, passing, creating chances, making things entertaining. I mean, you know what? I like entertaining football. You know, I like to. I want to win trophies. I want to go back to Champions League, whether we play ugly or beautiful. But look, beautiful football, you get satisfied. It's like, you know, it's like, you know, your money's coming back, and that's why you want your money to come back as an Arsenal fan. And the only way you're gonna get your money back at the moment is to see beautiful football on the pitch. The truth is, last season we were shit. Honestly, if you get you know, possessed by Brighton, possessed by every single fucking team you play, you know, it is shit. It is total crap. So Houssem, Aouar, that deal, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like I said, the reports that have come out are very positive, very positive, but I'm not 100% sure about them. Total judges, they speak a lot of crap. Honestly, they speak a lot of crap. But there are also reports from France, and that's why I've decided to pick up the story. Like I said, I've compared the two stories. They have so many things in similar, and I decided, you know what, Cossy, you know, tell them, because if a deal happens and I didn't tell you, all of you lot will say, you know, Cossy, you didn't tell about Houssem Aouar, he's down in an Arsenal player. How come? And then when I say and it doesn't happen, you're gonna tell me, you know, Cossy, this was fake. Where did you get it from? So it's a little bit balanced. I don't 100% trust the report. Total judges is not so credible. Not 100. If I'm crediting it in terms of credibility, I think it's around 30%. It's around 30%. But like I said, I've compared the story with a couple of other stories, and I've seen that similarity. So that's why I've decided to pick it up. Houssem Aouar to Arsenal. What do you think? 30 million euros. Look, we've had so many things that Lyon will actually accept, you know, prices as low as 20 million euros because, you know, they didn't qualify for the Champions League. That was ridiculous. That was really ridiculous. But it is also true that we could sign the player for a lot less than we were going to sign him for in the last summer. My name is Cossy. Please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Sorry if you had, you know, if your ears hurt with that. You know, I knocked my fingers on my mic. So make sure you subscribe. Let us speak in the last video today when we discuss James Maddison.